The whole time I've been privileged to have a job in radio, I've been out, especially when I went to the bigger national stations like BBC Radio 1 Extra and BBC Radio 1. I knew how important it was. When I was younger, I'd listen to the radio and feel very welcome, but I didn't really hear the representation. I didn't hear people talking about families in terms of how my family looks now. You know, me and my partner, there's 2 women in our household. So I just knew it was very important for me to speak openly about my partner when I was on Radio 1, just to have that representation. Getting diagnosed with cancer was a shock, really. I felt like I was in the shape of my life. And that's why I think it's so important for me to talk about having cancer, because people might not realise that they might be ill. I was really fit, but I was losing weight, and that was one of the signs of bowel cancer. I also was tired, but I was running a lot, so I thought that was a side effect of running. And it wasn't until I started to notice blood when I go to the toilet, and it became more regular, that I thought, this isn't normal for me. And I decided to eventually pluck up the courage to ring the doctor. I'll be honest, I didn't want to ring them at first because I found it embarrassing, but then I realised I was just being silly and I needed help. Getting diagnosed with cancer was very shocking. It's words I never thought I'd hear. My first reaction was, am I going to die? And then my second reaction was, is it my fault? So I think it was shock, and then guilt and shame. And then luckily the doctor said he could help me. And then it felt like in that moment I got my life back, and I've never looked back since. The problem with bowel cancer is it gets detected late quite a lot of the time. The symptoms are missed, and it's the second biggest cancer killer in the UK. And so that's why it's really important for me to talk about it and bring awareness to people. I had no idea what a stoma was before I got one. The surgery is very invasive and it goes very deep within your tummy. And essentially a stoma is your intestines poking out the front of your body. I was too ill to go to the toilet to look in the mirror at it. So I had to wait until the next day. But as soon as I could get to the toilet, I went and had a look. And I just remember looking at it and thinking, wow, that's amazing, that's marvelous. Like that's medicine, that's brilliant. And I remember for the first time looking at my body and loving it. And I'd never felt like that about myself before. So my stoma helped me love myself. Running the London Marathon was incredible. It was the stuff of dreams. Not only did we raise over £10,000 for the wonderful Attitude Magazine Foundation, Audrey and I also set a new Guinness World Record for the fastest female to run the marathon in the world with an ileostomy stoma, which is amazing. I saw something the other day that says a lot of queer folk hide parts of themselves because they feel that they're going to get rejected. But the ultimate activism is to unashamedly be yourself. And that's what I try and remember every single day. It's like a little rebellion within me to forget all of the bad messaging I've had in the past and bloom and blossom. And so if you're watching this and you feel the same, shine bright.